Hello everyone. Today I'm going to use Blender to create a simple aircraft model, more like a toy aircraft. So we want to keep it really simple. I'm using latest Blender uh, 2.8 version 2.8, and you can see that in the system from now. Not really. Where is it? You can really see. Okay. This 2.8 here, 2.875. So first of all, in our scene, I just removed all we have: a light, camera, and yeah. So I want to go to the modeling tab, and then I want to add a mesh airplane. Let's just start up with a plane. That's the easiest option, I suppose. And let's rotate this plane. Before rotating, I want to press 7 on the numeric keypad to get to the top view. Now we are looking in orthographic view. You can switch between orthographic and perspective by pressing numeric keypad 5, and I want to keep it orthographic. And then let's change by pressing the tab key. I go into the edit mode. Now in the vertex selection mode, I want to change the vertex position. I'm pressing keyboard key G. I should be able to change the position of the vertex by mouse. I want to constrain along the x-axis and set it to, let's see, at the moment if you press N key, it brings up this side panel and shows currently the x is -1. I just set it to 0. And the same for this vertex. By pressing right click on the vertex, I can select and again set it to 0. Now exit the edit mode and then pressing tab key, then rotate this by pressing R, and I want to rotate along Y. So now it's only rotating along Y axis. I want to set it to 90. 90 is going down, so I want to set it to -90. -90, press enter, and we got, it's an erected plane. Okay, now I think now what I wanna do, I have a simple, okay, let's go to the front is, you can see, then side by pressing 3. Still in the orthographic view, by holding shift key and middle mouse button, I should be able to pan my view, and then by pressing tab key, go into the edit mode, and then I should be able to move around this vertex along x-axis, y-axis, by pressing Y. Yes, move it there somewhere. Then I want to move this as well by pressing G. I should be moved along the plane, on the plane. So I just set it to somewhere there, and then I go vertex, and then I wanna do vertex rip and fill, which is Alt V. Alt V doesn't work really. Let's try different. Rip vertex is rip and extend. Let's try that one. Alt D. By keeping my mouse on the right, relative to the vertex, it should do on the right. Alt D, and that's it. I just created a new vertex out of the existing one, and then I position it somewhere here, and um, then left key to fix the position, and again right click on this vertex to position this again, and then again change the position of this by pressing G on the keyboard. selecting, and now I wanna position this vertex as well. Let's position it somewhere along Y, so it's only moving along Y, somewhere there. Let's zoom out by scrolling and then pan. Again position it along Y, and then again Alt D for this one to get a new vertex for this, and then I wanna create a new one. Again Alt D, and it should be there, and again Alt D. So you see where am I going with this, trying to create a I'm trying to create the side profile of the for the plane, like a really simple model. Okay, let's make it here. Let's adjust this. Let's make it more like a, yeah, position. Let's adjust the position. So yeah, so we have this. Now to be able to, now if I press and hold middle mouse button and move, I should be able to see. Let's save this first. File, save. Let's call it, double clicking there, plane, save. um, you always have to save because it's really dangerous to not save. So what we have is, I go top view. There are many ways to do it, but this is just trying to figure out what could be the best way to go about this. Okay, if I select all the vertices by pressing A, and if you double tap A on the keyboard, yeah, it selects and deselects everything. So while selecting everything, I want to press E to extrude. So here I'm extruding this. Let's extrude up to this much. Righty. Now I want to change the position of these individual vertices by pressing G along X. Let's define the shape of this, or what I can do, select this and this by pressing Alt M, merge at first, so it merges the vertices at first. So while selecting this and then move along X, let's do this. Our shape is not kind of the one, but later we'll fix it. And this also has along the X, and just move it a little bit there, and again move this vertex along X, reduce it, and then reduce this 3 vertices to this. Now we have something really weird shape, but we have to fix it somehow. We have to add more vertices to make a nice blend shape. So I'm thinking what could be the best way to achieve that. No, I don't want that. Sorry. In the look tab shading, we go into this viewport shading, to see exactly what's happening. You see there is a unusual thing happening there. We don't want that. Wireframe shading, viewport shading is looked at, which is more realistic shading. Just go to this one, and then if you go here, um, there is a, you should be able to change. Anyway, let's hide that one, and then under while selecting, we should be we should be able to add more. So one way, let's go to the site. We use the knife tool. By pressing K, you get a this tool engine is just click on this vertex and then right down, click and press space. So we just created one additional edge, and do the same by pressing 3 to get the site. K to bring up the knife tool. I'm using really easy tools, so you can see it's almost touching. While it's touching perfectly, just click left click and press space to uh, finish the operation, and again same for this, space to finish the operation, again same for uh, now we need one additional of this. I think essentially you have to maintain the flow of shape. That's it. Now we should be able to um, right, going into the edit mode, let's bring up the right panel. Here in the item we know the position of this along, let's press undo, Ctrl Z, along X, undo Z, is that we just copy that. Let's do the global position, copy that, Ctrl C, and then we do the same for this. So they local position, copy, and we do the same for this. Now it's matching, same for this, copy, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and again copy, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Now still you see something happening there, because you have to maintain the mesh flow. If it's not a mesh flowing in some particular way, get this problem. Copy, test. Now we've gotten it doesn't look exactly, but you can add more edge to get let's do a mirror on this part. Just save it. While not in the object mode, we go into this modifier tool and then do a mirror. Where is mirror? And then we want to mirror axis Y, Z. Uncheck the X. Now we have a mirror along, and then we just hide this. You don't need it. And again, going back to the edit mode, of course it doesn't look anything like the plane. Let's adjust this so that it looks more appropriate. So yeah, so just this, and then just that. We wanna again also bring it out a little bit. Again, let's keep it as it is right now. Going into the top view by pressing 7, let's say we got something like this, but maybe it's not exactly what I wanted to achieve. So let's change this. So let's go into the edit mode, control R to add a loop, control R, and then hover over the region you wanna add a loop by pressing and by scrolling the mouse. I should give me multiple loops, so that it doesn't look like what it doesn't look like. Let's get these two and press left, and then let's adjust this to here by moving the mouse up and down and left to fix it. And then while we wanna add one more loop here, maybe by pressing Ctrl R again here, and then the loop should be somewhere, maybe not Ctrl R to know. So Ctrl R again, maybe somewhere here a loop, and then another loop here, Ctrl R, and that's it. So now what we wanna do, go to the face selection mode, and we wanna merge, extrude these faces by pressing E. Should be able to extrude. That's it. You see what's coming up here. Now we wanna just first of all we wanna what we wanna do, we wanna add one more loop here. So by pressing Ctrl R and hovering on that region, you wanna add, left click, and then loop. Let's move it around here and left click to fix, and then while we selecting edge selection, let's select these two edges and Alt M to merge at the center, just merged, and then again while we go to the vertex selection mode, Control Alt M, the center, and then we kind of move this edge vertex. So G to move along Y, move it, and then same for this. Let's this something unusual. Okay, let's move these two vertices as well. G to move along Y, and also we want to move move reduce the distance. Either we can do scaling, but it's a specific tool for that. We go to the edge here, push and pull. We could use push and pull to slide smooth. Here somewhere here must be mesh, transform. It should be somewhere. Rotate one, push and pull. So here I do push and pull, and by moving the mouse I should be able to adjust, and then left click to fix, and then I want to move this vertex G by pressing G and then pressing Y, and then yeah, by pressing 7 I should be able to see from the top and see how things are shaping out, but still doesn't look. We have to, maybe I want to do push and pull here as well. Vertex transform, push and pull. Yes, and again push and pull for this two as well. So now this something strange about this shape. So if you can clearly see something not alright. So what we have to do, we have to control R here, create a loop here, press and then right click to keep it in the original distance, and then we just move this particular vertex by pressing G, and then we press G double, so we slide the vertex along the along its base by pressing G twice. So this is what we get, but there is a, so here something is doesn't look alright. So we select these two vertices and then we go vertex and we say vertex connect path, so it creates an additional edge there, and we do the same. We move these two vertices by pressing double, we move along that path, and seems like it's not, the top vertex is following but the bottom vertex is not exactly following how I, by pressing double, yeah, now it's following, or but not exactly how I wanted. Let's select one by one. Double pressing G double, I should be able to move these vertex. That's it. The same for here. See something unusual happening down here. It should be, move it up. We move it there. So it's following the contour, and then remove this little bit by pressing double and little bit along that edge. Left click to finish the task. See the save. Now I think we're getting there slowly, but if you press 1, look from the front, and now here front we wanna adjust this vertex. Let's move it there, and again we adjust. If you hold Ctrl and 1, it shows you from the back. Just a weird sound from my keyboard. And well, Ctrl 1 to see from the behind rear. So move this vertex. Also move this one as well. See, we just have to follow the maintain a contour, so it's all, see how it's maintained a contour like a real so it's blending. It's got a curvature, kind of trying to maintain a curvature. So here of course now we have some kind of curvature, but not everywhere. So let's create curvature for this as well. And I think if you press period in the numeric keypad, it's closes up, it brings up the selected thing much, so it's it brings it closer. So we wanna here add one more loop maybe for the tail. Maybe here one more loop. Select and then put it here, and then we wanna adjust this. If you just press double G and then we just adjust along the edge, and then we do the same for this, and we're gonna merge these two, maybe merge at last. So and then we wanna move this but move this along maybe X. Let's give it a curvature. Looking from the back, we have to see if it's following the curvature precisely for this particular vertex. Just move it along the edge by pressing G twice, and then let's give it a curvature there as well. You see it's following the curvature. Now we do the same for this. So here we have a, and then we bring it back, give it a required curvature profile. Now you wanna reduce, just keep it as it is at the moment, and it looks alright, kind of. Just should have some kind of edge flow. And the thing is here, it's not following any curvature for this. So we could move this maybe there. So have the curvature here, and again the bottom we don't have any curvature, so we have to, but at the moment let's keep it as it is. If I press Control and 7, it shows me from the bottom. So here I want to move it along X, give it a curvature again for this as well, give it some kind of curvature X, move it along X. I'm just giving it a rough, really rough curvature, not really so much precise. It's and let's look from the front, because the curvature doesn't seems like. Let's give it more smooth curvature, and let's move this as well. So now things like, let's move this one as well. Let's look from the behind, and so this one is not, from the bottom, doesn't have a smooth curvature. Let's keep it at the moment. Here, okay. Now I think it's a really simple one. I mean, you can make it more complex. Let's go to the top, and then you see how this shape is coming up. Give it a curvature as well, X, and then with this middle point, I think it's not blending so nicely. Let's move this. Yeah, we can bring it down so it's matching the curvature smoothly. There is no abrupt change. This bring it up a little bit. We have to maintain the flow somehow, and move this. But here something unusual happening. This is just going very abrupt twisting of this plane. You can see this particular plane is twisted. It's from this kind of twisting is not good. It's not considered a good geometry, so you should not have any kind of twisting, which is not very realistic shape. So you have to see if there is any plane which is getting twisted because of your manipulation of the um, different individual vertices or edges. So if there is any, so we just have to fix it somehow. And this looks alright, a good thing. Let's scale this down a little bit. This edge particular, let's do a push pull there, and transform, push and pull, right. And then we have to, let's say, adjust the twisting of this plane somehow. Let's press period on the keypad. One easy solve is to add an edge, maybe. So it's maybe one more additional edge would solve it. No, it's not going to solve it. But let's try to do an edge connect. I'm thinking maybe here. So here you can go to the top view and then use a knife tool, because here we and then create an additional edge there. Now let's move this down. We keep it a curvature like we like to do always. Move it along the edge. So again, with there, curvature slow flow should be maintained along the Z. And then let's move this thing up. So essentially we don't wanna keep any. So here the problem is twisting of the plane, so this is going this way. So one way to fix it. So this is now less twisted. It's still kind of twisted. You can see from this angle something unusual going on there. So we have to create additional edge maybe along this to fix, or we have to somehow join these two maybe. I'm getting a little bit confused. How did I end up getting this shape particular? So from this angle you can see not a smooth, it's got a crease, it's kind of folded. But even though it's a one single plane, it's not really actually a plane, a single plane. So you can clearly see it by, if we connect these two vertices, I go connect vertex path, you can see something wrong there. And now we have two faces not exactly. So I think the best way to connect this, let's try to connect these two vertices instead of connecting that this and this. Let's connect. Righty, so I think I solved the problem. See, now we have two perfect planes, kind of. It's not twisting, it's not folding, it's perfect. So we solved that problem, and that's it. And yeah, so it's kind of, you have to think the flow of the mesh. while working this. So here we need a curvature for this, so bring it down a little bit. Curvature for there. Also we want a curvature. Let's bring it down by Z. We have a curvature there as well. It's perfectly following the curvature. Alrighty. So now I hope you're liking my modeling skill. So here I wanted to, let's go to the, so this front view of our plane. It's a side view, and there's the top view. Front, side, top, and of course it's a really simple mesh modeling technique we just exploring. Let's connect this and this should be connected. Let's see if it doesn't work multiple, so let's connect one by one. Case otherwise we don't have a smooth curvature flow. Make sure thing smooth. In here we don't have a exact curvature. Let's do along Z. Nice. So one thing I could do now, actually I wanted to make it more add more feature, but I think for this particular tutorial you guys roughly, even though it's far close from a complete aircraft model, but you are kind of getting what I'm trying to. So let's go look from the bottom here, and what I wanted to do actually, so create a like a rough what is it, let's keep it simple, I think. So now we can so if you want to add you can texture it, or you can apply a material. So we can apply different materials for this. Let's do a body material is this, and then we create a new material. Let's call this material body, and then we select face. So somehow for the materials shake we want to add some, use the knife tool. I think that's the way to go. Is the, I think the easiest. Just create this and press a space to I know this looks, you can adjust and then select this particular planar face and then apply a new material for this. Sorry, new, let's unable to remove anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's give it a more darker and assign. So it would assign the really cartoonish model. but in the not even a cartoonish, I think. So if you look from the camera by pressing 0 on the keyboard, that's how it looks. Of course, we can go to the modifier to here, selecting our mesh and then modifier. But I don't know why do we have two planes. One is, and then another one is. It's a strange why we have two of these. Okay, I think that's the one. We had somehow it's got duplicated, and we don't want here. Not modifier. We want to add subdivision surface. So okay, for subdivision surface to work properly, we have to add more loops in our geometry to make it. So let's not do that. What we can do right now to make it smoother, normally what we wanna, let's go to the site. Let's control R to create additional, or I just can use the knife tool, just drag along and then just use the knife tool to get this additional. Click or space, left click, space, just setting this, click, space. Now we wanna do the same for this side as well, click, so that it looks a little bit nicer. Left click, space. Now let's because we have this, we don't really have smooth curvature from the font. Just make it a little bit smoother. Still, you can add more loops around that to make it smoother. Maybe just it really is not. Essentially, it's about adding more and more to make it less sharp. I have a terrible taste of cake. This is so that's about it. Thank you very much. See you next time. So you can download the Blender file from the description of this video. Thank you.